stop. Oh, no. Oh, my foot is so far pressed. Listen to that. That was incredible. Dude, what the hell? This is so good. How you doing?
Give me it.
What is this?
Okay, it's an Aston Martin DB11 AMR. The AMR is the important part.
Look, whoa. This is out of control.
It's lovely. It's really nice.
DB11 AMR.
AMR. So it's the Aston Martin racing variant
Dude, well,
of the DB11.
Look at the fatness. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is one of the best cars you have ever showed me,
Thank you,
I feel.
mate. How's the shadow tail lights?
And the all black, how'd you get something all black? That's usually unheard of.
I know the right people to ask, mate.
Are we allowed to take it for the day?
Well, it's lunch, yeah? Can we explore for the rest of the afternoon?
I would love to.
Let's go.
How do you get these bars? Oh.
Yeah, push that and pull it out. Yeah, good.
Oh my God. Dude, this is the best car you've ever picked me up in. Explain it to me.
Okay, so it's an Aston Martin. It's the DB11, but it's the AMR version of the DB11. So AMR is Aston Martin Racing. It's still a GT car like the DB9 was. The DB11 is also available in a V8.
Yep.
This is the twin-turbo V12. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing.
Yeah,
there was a DB11 V12. That has been discontinued and replaced by this car. So in the DB11 range, you've got two models. DB11 V8 and DB11 V12, which is the DB11 AMR.
Okay.
Yep.
You've shown me a lot of cars. This one is definitely the best looking.
I think it's maybe the sexiest car, but it's still muscular. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not like feminine sexy. It's it's quite masculine sexy.
Yeah.
It's that lime color is the AMR color.
Yeah. I saw it on the calipers.
Yeah. So it's just a nice little highlight. And I know somehow they've made it not look gaudy.
You hop in it and it's not modern. It's not all modern day. It's still got some of that cool muscle car vibe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like knobs and switches.
Like, this isn't a sports car. Like, if you want the sports car, you go and buy the Vantage. This is a GT car.
Okay.
The concept of the GT car is a car that you can drive across continents. Say you're living in London and you want to go for a holiday in your chateau in the south of France.
As people do.
As you do. You jump in your GT car and you head south.
Okay, so it's just the right amount of comfort, the right amount of like sport and comfort kind of put together.
It's a sporty cruising car.
I've seen a bit of carbon fibre in my time, but I'm guessing that's real. When you pay $600,000, I suppose that's what you get.
Yeah.
The whole roof.
So this car has the optional carbon fibre roof pack, which looks stunning on the black car. This is the first and only AMR in Australia at the moment.
Get out.
Yeah, this.
And we're in it.
We're in it. Ultra exclusive. You're not going to see another one of these. And what I love, it's extroverted naturally in its overall design, but in all black, it's somehow almost subtle and understated. It's somehow doing extroverted and understated all at once.
It's not a red Ferrari cruising down, but it's still head turner enough.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What about the gears up on the...
Yeah. So obviously rather than having like a gear shifter or a gear selector, you've got P, R, N, and D, park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So it makes so much sense. It's intuitive too. Like you get used to it quite quickly.
You still got paddle shift.
Yeah. Still got paddle shift. Now, actually, good point. The paddle shifters, dude. I don't know if that's titanium or what metal that is, but they feel like
That's bone.
it's ivory. It's ivory. But man, like they just
shit.
Even the even the way they feel, they're like.
Oh, it doesn't get old, does it? Oh.
They just feel so great.
I've got all day, and usually we don't have all day.
Yeah.
And usually we don't have a $600,000 DB11. So please tell me that you've picked somewhere that's a little bit of a drive.
It's a bit of a trek. You may have mentioned it before.
Oh, get out. Oh, how far? How much distance are we talking?
It's a few hours.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and I think we might take the scenic route. We could do it faster, but you know, we've got this car. We might as well.
Yeah. No, I'm down. I'm down. Where are we going?
We're going to Bannisters.
Molly Mook.
Yes.
Rick Stein's place.
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
What a time to go there in this. That is like the perfect.
What does this suit? Does this suit Bannisters?
100%.
I think they're going to be turning it on for us. I've called ahead to arrange a bit of a special treatment.
I was hoping you were going to say Hunter Valley, but this is way better.
Well, we do need to have dessert.
Today I have two special guests in for lunch. I'm going to run through a few dishes for them. Let's get to it and I'll run you through how I'm going to do this. It's a really beautiful sunny day outside, so we're going to do the sashimi and we're going to do Rick Stein's famous oyster charentaise, which is beautiful South Coast oysters and some spicy house-made sausage. I'm just going to start by cooking the sausage. We've made these, it's just pork mince, some chorizo, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just going to get a bit of colour on those in the pan, and then I'm going to roast them through the oven. I've already opened a couple of these oysters, but we're really privileged here on the South Coast for some beautiful fresh oysters. And they're farmed down at Bateman's Bay. Beautiful, clean waters, so you get a really fresh taste. Here at the restaurant, we pop all our oysters to order, so you really maximise that fresh flavour. Another big seller for us is the sashimi. Here on the South Coast, we're really privileged to some amazing fish. We've got some beautiful local swordfish at the moment, which is from just down at Bermagui. Some lovely scallops from Harvey Bay, and I've got some lovely salmon as well. And some snapper from Ulladulla. Not a lot of cooking in this, but the technique's all in the slicing and the presentation. So this is lovely. On a hot day, you just want something light and something fresh and cool to eat, and this is perfect. I'm just going to throw those sausages in the oven a moment. So I'll pop those in for about 3 or 4 minutes. Nice hot oven.
Dude, the one thing that no one ever mentions in car reviews, smell this.
Yeah.
Like the leather, it smells expensive.
It
smells delicious. When I picked it up, it's not a new car smell. I don't know how to put a finger on it.
It's new couch smell.
It's like it's a new couch smell and vintage couch smell.
Yes.
All at the same time.
Listen to that.
Like,
listen to that. Go on, dude. Oh, feel that. All right, okay. Oh, shit. How's the brakes on it? I pulled up with plenty. Why was I worried?
I don't know why you're worried.
Why was I worried? Dude, how's the crackle and the gargle?
Yeah.
All the noises going on?
Well, the exhaust is a new calibration for the exhaust as well.
It doesn't get old.
No.
It doesn't get old.
No. You can have it in normal mode where it's quite quiet and civil.
Yeah.
And I've used that for maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
And then
Through
I've
Macca's
had
drive-thru.
it in sport. But there's 3 different driving modes.
Yeah, well, that was my next question.
Yeah, so you've got basically GT, Sport and Sport Plus. Sport Plus, it is probably a bit more track orientated, and it might be a little bit firm for Aussie roads. It'd be great in Europe and Germany.
Yeah.
There's so much aerodynamics going on. Like there's these scoops at the back, but they're not obvious. It's not an obvious air vent. It's incorporated into the overall design so well.
Yeah.
But if you look down there, it flows air through this C-pillar, and it actually goes into a section above the boot and then comes out the top of the boot where the wing can rise up.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah,
it's active aerodynamics. It helps to take, the air in the right places, but it doesn't need wings. It doesn't need foils. It doesn't need big bits of plastic stuck all over it.
I noticed now that there isn't a big wing sticking out the back, but you were saying that a wing can pop it.
So above 110, it's a really subtle little wing that just lifts up, and again, it just helps that airflow. It's not like it's a wing that pushes the back of the car down. It actually, I suppose, encourages the air to flow through the back of the car and the interior of the car, not this interior, but the interior inside the panels. That helps get the car to the ground. And the same with the front. There's these. They're actually called curly cues. The vents at the front behind the wheels. They're called curly cues, and that's designed to take the turbulent air away from the wheel arch and force it out the side of the car. So therefore, it just smooths the car's
getting rid of air,
Yeah.
dispersing air. Okay, cool. So we shoot more through it rather than pushing. Okay.
Exactly.
So here we go, plating up this sashimi. So I'm just going to put the fish on the plate to start. We've got this lovely snapper, the Harvey Bay scallop, swordfish, bit of pickled ginger, just got a little bit of rehydrated wakame seaweed, which we've dressed with a little bit of chili and sesame seed. And finally, the wasabi. Don't have sashimi without wasabi. And some of this lovely micro shiso leaf. And that is our plate of sashimi for the gents. It's lunchtime. I will have a look at my sausage. I think that's ready. So these beautiful sausages you can see, all the cool fats melted away. And just a little poke to make sure it's cooked. And I can taste the flavor coming out of that sausage already. So off comes the sausage, and that's going to sit on the plate with the oysters. And there we have a lovely fresh lunch for a beautiful sunny day for the gents down here at Mollymoke Rickstein at Bannisters.
Man, look at that. Look at how beautiful this is out here.
It's gorgeous, man.
And the mountain ranges as well as the sweeping, grassy plains.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of Hawaii.
It's kind of like Hawaii and New Zealand had a baby, and this is the result.
Actually, you're perfect description. I'm getting a DNA test.
There's a depth of talent when it comes to stuff like this. A Corolla will get you from A to B, no dramas, but it's how it gets you from A to B.
Yeah.
If you want to eat, you can just go and get a loaf of bread. But if you want to go to a beautiful restaurant, like the one we're going to, there's a quality and there's a depth to the talent that comes with that food and the preparation of that food and the experience you get from eating amazing food. And the same as with this car. This isn't about where you get to, it's about the journey and how you get there and how it makes you feel. It's a completely handmade car. So these things, there's an exclusivity to the brand. I think, because that's an argument we get a lot as, in the car game, is how can you justify X amount of money for a car?
That's me being a normal person would ask that. Okay, who's buying this? Who's buying a DB11 AMR?
So, the target market is those that are maybe looking at a new Bentley Continental, but I think the other target market are those that have maybe come out of a 911 Turbo S. So 911 Turbo S.
And is that the same price point on the 911 Turbo?
This is a bit more expensive than a Turbo S, and it's around about the same price as the Bentley. Turbo S, dude, unbelievable car. I'm a Porsche fan. I love my Porsches, and it is incredible. But I know that, I know a couple of guys that have got Turbo S. And they want something a bit more, I can't believe I'm saying this about Porsche, but they want something a little bit more special. They want something that's a bit more unique than a Turbo S.
That's how I feel
and
about
so
the Aston.
you can go into this, which is, the same kind of cruiser. It's still got some incredible performance. It might not be as just mind-blowing in performance as a Turbo S, but really, how often are you going to use that? I feel like with this, the limits of a Turbo S are so extreme.
Yeah, that you can't ever...
I feel like I'm always chasing what the car can do. Yeah. Whereas with this, and look, I haven't had a really great opportunity to give it a proper punt, but
I'll get out for that.
But I already feel engaged in it. I already feel like I want to drive it more. And the more I'm driving it, the more I'm really enjoying driving it. And it's almost like you don't have to try and explore the limits to enjoy the car. I haven't driven the Bentley. I haven't driven the Continental. For me personally, I prefer the looks and the, I suppose the brand panache that comes with Aston Martin. Like, I love this. Okay, I love like saying what car you own and what that means about you as a person.
Yes.
So if you said, just ask me what car. What do you drive?
What car do you drive?
I'll go Aston Martin. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Whereas like Bentley. Like, it's cool.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like, Bentley's cool. It's great, but there's something about saying, Aston Martin. It's inherently cool.
Aston Martin feels way more prestigious.
Yeah.
Bentley feels a little bit more like you wouldn't know what a good car is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Do you know, right. Okay, that's that much. I'll get it.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is because you see Paris Hilton in a Bentley, you see Kim Kardashian in a Bentley, you see some rappers in Bentleys, but when you see Aston Martin, it's kind of James Bond.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
got missiles and shit.
Yeah.
We're going to prepare their main courses for them. 2 dishes, the Indonesian fish curry and the Bannister's fish pie. I've cheated a little bit. I've made the pie already, so here I've got a beautiful fish pie which has got the salmon, the snapper, the blue eye. I've got some scallop in there. I've got some prawns in there. Got a lovely like truffle veloute, flavoured with a bit of parmesan, a little bit of lemon rind, some seasoning, a little bit of deglaze from the scallop pan. Really nice flavours. So I'm just going to pop that in the oven. It's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes. So here I've got the curry base, and the flavour of this curry is really amazing. I think Rick took the recipe from his travels in the Far East. So just a little bit of fish stock in to let that down. And in this curry, I'm going to serve some ling again, which is from Ulladulla, from our Fisherman Lucky. A few prawns, a little bit of squid, a little bit of seasoning on that, and then the fish straight in. Got a kaffir lime leaf I'm going to add for flavour, and that goes on the heat. It's a big seller in the restaurant, this dish. If you get the book and have a look at the recipe, the elements to make the paste, it's fresh galangal, turmeric, fresh ginger, lemongrass, you've got palm sugar, shrimp paste, salt. I think the list goes on, but it's one of those dishes you wouldn't really make at home because it's quite a lot to gather the ingredients. So the guys are in for a treat when they have this one today.
I'm noticing a bit of familiarity in some of the parts.
Yes.
In the car, like toggles and switches look a lot like one of the Mercedes that I have.
Yes.
Is that because they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was trying to dance around it hilariously.
It's no secret. Like Merc have bought into.
Okay, that was my question. That was my question.
So the V8 version of this, that engine is a Mercedes engine. It's an AMG engine. It's not a Mercedes engine. AMG engine.
So an AMG is its own.
Yeah, it is part of the Mercedes family, but it is the performance arm. It's the AMG is its own thing.
And the V8 version of this has those.
Has an AMG engine, and the new Vantage has an AMG engine. This is still an Aston Martin engine. For how long it's going to be an Aston Martin engine, I don't know. I'm sure the people that are screwing engines together at Aston Martin will be maneuvered into other areas. It makes more sense, man. Like, it makes more sense to go to an AMG engine because you've got all the enormous development work that goes behind those. Obviously, AMG is a huge and successful company. It makes financial sense, and I think it makes engineering sense to actually have an AMG engine in the car. Instead of having to create a whole new V8 that's got to meet emissions laws and have longevity of model life cycle.
It does make sense,
And it's funny because no one questions Pagani having AMG engines, but there's a few traditionalist Aston Martin people out there that are like, oh, it's AMG, it's not real Aston anymore. Look, if it's okay for Pagani, surely it's okay for Aston Martin. You want to see what it can do?
Oh, no. Okay, stop. Oh, no, bro, no. Oh. No. Okay, stop now. Now we're good. No, bro. Oh, God. Oh, there's a cop. Oh, no, bro. Stop, bro. How do you know this road?
I've been on a couple of times. That was the second time.
No, okay, I'm done now. No, bro, stop. Oh, no. Oh, my foot is so far pressed. No, I'm serious now, bro. Please. Please. I'm done. I'm so stressed. Me, do that last one there. Okay, was that fast?
No.
That wasn't even fast?
No. I was like, I can't, because like you're freaking out. I don't know where your arm's going to go.
Yeah, no, thank you. I understand now.
Okay?
I understand. Is my mic still on? Popped it off.
All right.
Pie's been in the oven for about 4 minutes. I'm just going to grab it out and run a little breadcrumb across the top. And this is just the panko breadcrumb, just mixed with a little bit of clarified butter, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and then a little sprinkle of smoked pimenton over the top. And back in the oven for about another 4 minutes. We'll have a look at our Indo curry. Beautiful, lovely flavors coming out of that. So just going to finish. The prawns take about 2 minutes, so I'll pop that in with a ling, and we'll just let that cook away for a moment. And while that's going, we'll make this green bean salad, which accompanies the dish. So in this bowl, I've just got some blanched green beans. And to that, I'm going to add some freshly grated coconut. I'm going to add some bean sprouts, some crispy fried echalot, crispy fried bird's eye chili, and some crispy fried garlic. A little bit of dressing. And that is just lime juice, shrimp paste, and canola oil, with a bit of palm sugar. And we'll just let it sit there and marinate for a moment. Have a look at this curry. So the prawn's been going just for a minute. I'll flip them over. I'm going to throw in the squid and just back on the heat just for a minute, just to set that squid. We just cook that squid so it's nice and tender. Finish this dish, fresh lime, just over the top of the curry. So in with the fish. A couple of bits of the squid. Guys are going to love this dish. Really big hit. Everybody that has this dish absolutely loves it. Prawns, a beautiful broth sauce, just over the top. There's your curry, green bean salad. Now the idea when you eat this is you just mix everything together. It's good. Really zesty. And now our fish pie. Look at that, perfect, just bubbling around the outside. I'm going to give it a quick knock under the grill, just to really crisp up that breadcrumb.
How fortunate, 4 hours drive, and we're at a prestigious restaurant with a world-renowned chef.
It's going to be. I'm genuinely pumped for the food.
We're lucky it's a drive. We won't get nothing on the way.
Yeah. As far as I know, there are only subtle changes, but they've made a big difference. So the rear subframe bushes firmer. The front sway bar is like 0.5 millimetre thicker.
Is this for the AMR? Only the AMR?
Only the AMR. Okay. Yeah, only the AMR. Theoretically, it makes the car sharper to drive. Like it's maybe this is a big call, but maybe a more engaging experience. The previous DB11 honestly could be a little floaty, especially mid-corner. It maybe wasn't quite as accurate as you'd want. But it's a fine balance to run, because again, it's not a sports car. This is a GT car.
Yeah, well now you've explained. You've explained that. I understand where it sits in that pocket that you're saying.
Yeah. The problem I've got with this car is that I'm now mentally just trying to work out how to raise $500,000 to buy it.
Dude, I will go halves. All right. You take it on the weekends, because this is incredible. I would spend that much money on this car.
It's weird, because like, you kind of go, this is a crazy amount of money for a car, until you drive it.
Dude, this does not look like the entrance.
Mate, it's we're just testing the off-road capabilities of the DB11 AMR.
I don't think we should drive this on a dirt road, to be honest.
Well, here's my theory, mate. When you're in a car like this, you've got to make an entrance, you know?
Oh, wow.
And we've arranged a bit of a special car spot. A bit of a special car park.
Holy shit. This is awesome. Hey.
Close enough?
I think so, thank you. Look at this, man.
Not bad?
Holy shit. Up here?
I think so. Yeah, let's go this way.
Oh, my goodness, dude, are you crazy? This is amazing. Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, how you going?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks. We've got a couple of dishes for you to try today. I've got the oyster charentaise, which is a classic Rick dish. It's been on his menu for about 30 years. The idea here is you take a goblet of the oyster and then a bite of the sausage.
Okay.
You just get that spice from the sausage. It goes really well with that cool, creamy oyster. Awesome. And also I have the plate of sashimi. I'll pop it just down there for you.
Beautiful.
And today we're serving the snapper, $1 snapper, the Harvey-based scallop. Got some Bermagui swordfish and also some lovely salmon as well.
Beautiful.
All right, thank you so very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Woo.
Here we go.
Ooh, Sabi.
Oh, man.
Melting. Melting.
That is.
For the next round, how are your entrees?
Oh, beautiful.
Fantastic.
Alright, so I've done two signature dishes for you. The Bannister's fish pie and the Far Indonesian curry. So the green bean salad and the rice.
Wow.
And the idea behind that is if you mix the salad and the rice in through the curry, you eat everything together.
Yeah, awesome.
Beautiful
Thank you
flavours.
so much. That
Enjoy,
pie was
gents.
fantastic.
No problem at all.
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness, dude. I'll have that whole pie to myself if that's possible. Can we drive here every couple of weeks and have this seafood that I'm in? That's absolutely fantastic. And isn't it funny, this you've nailed the sophistication of the car, and now this absolute sophisticated seafood meal
Yeah.
by the ocean.
We'll take the extended way home.
Yes.
Yeah. You're driving into that at a rate of knots, but we need more room because there's still dessert to come, and I don't want to add too much weight to the car.
Dessert.
Yeah, there's dessert.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to chew off some more of that pie, but I might hold off a little bit.
So we got the finish for you.
Oh,
I don't know if you were sweet or savoury, so I've given you the cheese plate.
Yes.
that is
And I've
his
given you
favourite.
the orange blossom cheesecake as well.
Okay, this is why we're friends, and we should do this more often because this is me, that is you. Oh. Looks like we're bringing Paul home with us.
What the hell? That car technically has a backseat. I don't think we put that to the test.
Let's put Paul in it.
If not, I think we'll fit in the boot. Straw drop. I want to keep eating. It's dangerous that we might have to seek medical attention if I do keep eating. How can we get going? We'll get on the road.
We take the long way.
We're taking a long way, so
take a long way.
it might take 12 to 13 hours to get home.
That is fine with me.
We go?
Okay.
All right, mate. Dude,
Thank you so much.
what a
I really
lunch.
appreciate it.
What a
Thank you.
lunch. So good. You're amazing.